Hello and welcome to Street Cred Sudoku, the show that sifts through the debris of celebrity life and wonders where it all went wrong. I'm Andy Goldstein, and as always, I'm joined by my two team captains. Please welcome the White Wizard himself, Robin Ince. And the Hairy Hobbit. Please welcome Rufus Hound. Hello. And joining Robin tonight, please welcome Greg Burns. And with Rufus tonight, please welcome Mr. Simon Munnery. And so on to our first round, Got Your Number. In Got Your Number, we assess the street credibility of today's celebrities. Behind these silhouettes on our Sudoku grid are some famous faces, each with a number. But what's the connection between the two? Anyway, Robin, you go first. Your celebrity is Noel Edmonds, and the number is 500,000.
Oh, I didn't want to see a big number. That is a problem. Now, I know that Noel Edmonds actually suffers from facial alopecia. And he's... I think I'm right in saying, and I know you're going to be quite surprised that I'm actually going to get this right first time.
No, not at all.
But he buys his bags of hair to make his beard from Eastern Europe because he buys it from bearded orphans.
That's right.
He buys his bags of hair, which come in 1,000 follicle bags. He buys them 500 at a time, so 500,000 is how many follicles of Eastern European orphans' beard hair he buys per month.
So obvious.
Oh, it's per year.
So close.
Is that not right?
No.
Is it in cosmic ordering? He writes cosmic ordering. He makes requests on his hand, doesn't he? And the cosmos gives it to him.
Greg, if only this were your question.
Oh, Andy Goldstein, it was the advance he got for the book he was asked to write on cosmic ordering. I think you'll find on the cover.
Robin, what do you think the actual answer is?
Oh, right. Is it the advance he was paid for his book on cosmic ordering?
Well, let's have a look. The answer is it's the advance he was paid for a book about cosmic ordering. Next time, don't butt in too early, young man. Edmonds revealed that in cosmic ordering, you can realise your dreams by writing down your greatest wishes. Immediately, millions of people started writing down, please get Noel Edmonds off my telly. Rufus, your turn, Prince Charles, and the number is 3 million.
Oh, I know what it is. It's his advance for the old man of Lochnagar.
Oh, did you ever have that as a kid? No, because you're too old. Is it the number of letters he receives from confused fans per week congratulating him on the album Purple Rain?
A clue would be 3 million is pounds and he's paid it to someone.
Is it the amount of tax he paid? It's all right, I just saw it roll up on the auto cue.
Well, I don't know. Let's find out. Right. The answer is the amount of tax that Prince Charles paid this year. But we're not going to give it to you, so you didn't... Unlucky, you didn't get it. The 3 million goes on 22 members of staff and William and Harry's polo bill. That's a hell of a lot of mints, isn't it? OK, Greg, it's your turn. You've got Pete Doherty and the number is 6.
Is that the number of early nights in a week he has tucked up with a good book? On average.
You're sort of 6 away from that.
Veins he has left.
I'll give you a clue. It's something to do with him getting in trouble.
It's the number of times that he has been arrested this year.
It's a great question.
Is it the number of times he's been arrested this year?
Well, let's have a look. The actual answer is it's the number of times he's been arrested this year. Well done. Although, for those not familiar with the name Pete Doherty, he's a talented drug taker and brawler whose career has been sadly interrupted by music. And finally, Simon, let's see who you're playing with. It's Chris Eubank, and the number is 1.3 million.
Chris Eubank's a boxer.
That's correct.
I could have been a boxer, like my dad. He could have been a boxer as well. Come from a long line of men who could have been boxers if we'd taken interest. But I would guess Chris Eubank, smartly dressed man. I reckon 1.3 million is his average monthly expenditure on monocles. IQ?
It's to do with money.
He owes 1.3 million people £1. after he took them on in the street. He just went
And
through a
lost
really...
every single
He was
bout.
playing scissor, paper, stone, and he just went in a really bad rut.
Oh, not
Stone, why didn't I take these boxing gloves off?
Debt. How much debt he's got?
I just need to know what sort of debt.
Money.
That's what I was looking for. The connection is that Chris Eubank was actually declared bankrupt, owing 1.3 million, but I'll give you a point for that anyway. And at the end of that round, I can tell you that Robin's team have 2 points and Rufus's have 1. And so on to round 2, word on the street. Word on the street tests our panellists' knowledge of street lingo. Each team gets a street word or phrase and has to offer 2 different definitions of it. The opposing teams must then guess which is the correct one. Robin's team to go first, and this is your word.
Duppy.
So, Rufus's team, can you give us your definitions, please?
You know, like a yuppie is a young, upcoming professional. Well, a duppy is a...
This is going to be good.
depressed urban professional.
Simon has the true answer.
Simon?
I was walking down the road the other day. Which road? Same road as ever. Think about it, all roads link up. Topologically, there's only one road. You can imagine a road that isn't linked to any other road. It's not a road, is it? It's a runway. I was walking down the road in Manhattan, and I was looking at all the tall buildings, and then, you know, thinking, ooh. And I looked down, and there was this strange animal there. Well, I thought it was a dog, but on closer inspection, I realised it was 2 dogs welded together. Well, in fact, it wasn't welded together. It's a duppy is a double puppy. It's the dog equivalent of Siamese twins, and they're very fashionable in Upper Manhattan at the moment.
Right, so
one is it?
his is rubbish, and his is so charming, but obviously wrong. See, I think we should just choose Simon's because even though it's obviously wrong, there was more grace.
I think it's
Just
Rufus.
teasing.
Rufus is true.
Oh, OK,
You're
then.
going to go for Rufus?
Yeah,
Well,
Rufus's
let's find out
boring one.
which one it was.
Oh, right.
It is Rufus. Well done, guys.
I was trying to undersell it.
That's right, a duppy is an acronym for a depressed urban professional, a person who's overqualified and underpaid, as opposed to someone who's overpaid and underqualified, which is called a Michael Winner. Rufus's team, this is your word.
Bleavage.
Bleavage. And I think some of you possibly believe that. And indeed, that's what bleavage is. Bleavage is the kind of people who read Dan Brown books and go, well, there probably is an element of truth in this. It wouldn't surprise me if the Catholic Church were. Oh, what's Melanie Phillips saying in the Daily Mail? Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if immigrants had killed a unicorn yesterday. Oh, Simon Heffer says you're not allowed to do race hate crimes anymore because it's against the law. Oh, what next? Morris dancing. People who believe things like that. People who believe what is clearly the ridiculous and the ludicrous, basically the gullible, suffer from believage or bleavage.
It's not that, though, is it?
Well,
Because the word's clearly based on the word cleavage. I bet anything what he now says relates to cleavage.
I bet.
Bum cleavage, I would imagine.
Greg?
I don't want to speak. In Greek mythology... Well, how to reword this thing? Well, years ago, builders... Well, cleavage of the buttocks...
Yeah.
That'll do, probably.
Which one is it, guys?
But I think it's actually...
It's a tricky one, I'll give you that.
So, Robin?
Swap them over, swap them over, swap them over.
What do you think, Robin?
You think it's Robin? OK, well. Let's find out if it is indeed Robin that's telling the truth. Oh, wow!
It was bum cleavage, you idiot!
Good work from both teams. Let's just have a look at that grid one more time. Robin has 3 points, but right behind him with 1 point is Rufus.
I don't know that, to be honest.
After the break, our teams continue to do battle in order to prove that they're still tip-top and hip-hop. We'll see you after the break.